Hello, Scorpio. Thank you so much for being here with me, and I hope all of you guys are doing well. All right, Scorp, so dealing with some personal struggles for some of you. So this week from Lay Vampire, you pulled the monster within, internal struggle, personal challenges, and wanting to improve. And then from Chakra Wisdom, you pulled instinct. I think for a lot of you, it's about improving your, ability to trust your instincts here. Now, with the monster within, it is about changing your faults and flaws into your strengths and using discipline and using it to create new ways of dealing with, frustration and difficulties, right? But it's about reshaping your so-called negative traits, and that's what you're looking at right now. And for some of you, it's, and as far as negative, not paying attention to your instincts, or not trusting your own instincts, and that's what we're wanting to improve. Now, the card at a glance says, to step into the light, we let go of all senses other than pure instinct. When unfiltered, it guides us to the high ground and the help of our angels. This is a time to be the protector or to be protected. You will know which role you are in. All right, Scorp, here we go. Here is your overall for the week. Temperance, Sag. So, and it's funny because I'm seeing this a lot for Scorp. Temperance, patience, moderation, and balance. Getting that nice balance between what you're thinking about, how you're feeling about it, right? And not going overboard on anything right now. For some of you, it's needing to have patience with yourself, patience with another person or a situation. Now, in the past, the Ten of Pentacles, yeah, it could have to do with family. So in the past, it's a strong foundation, right? Some financial backing for sure. And what I love about this card, especially with this deck, is you see that little guy right there? I refer to that as a baby. I used to have rats. I love them. Super loving, super sociable, super smart. But the one thing that they loved to do was to hoard shit. So for some of you, right, it could literally mean that in the past you're hoarding money, you're making sure that, you've got financial stability that's going to carry you through in the long term. But it's saying a good, strong foundation. Now, in the present, the Nine of Cups, what do we have right now in Scorp? What was it? Jupiter and Mars. Because passion, like really following our passions. And for you, seeing the Nine of Cups in the present, right, everything you do is going to have passion behind it. But, when you're bringing in the emotions into it, I think that the Nine of Cups speaks to that a little bit better. Wishes fulfilled, feeling abundant, but feeling abundant in all areas of your life, right? But, the other thing too with the Nine of Cups is be careful what you wish for, But it's about what you want. What is it that you want? And the thing is when Scorpio gets fixed on something, patience goes out the damn window. So right now, there may be something that you're wanting, but there's a need to kind of be patient here, right? Like you have the resources to just like take it easy, Like you may really, really want this right now, but you may have to wait for it. But, again, with the Ten of Pentacles as the past coming through, it's like you're okay. Like you're okay if it takes a while until you get it. But, that's not really comforting. Okay. Future conditions, the Two of Wands. So you're going to have to make some plans here. If you're really wanting something, right, you're just wanting it right now, but you may have to like lay down some plans to get it. And the one thing that I do like about this card is that, there's the two pathways. You could do things this way or you could do things that way. But, again, right, if you're trying to fix your faults and flaws, what are your instincts telling you? But, with the Two of Wands, right, like we've got to make plans. We've got to lay down some plans here before we actually start to take action to go after the things that we want. Yeah. Speaking of Mars, Aries and Scorpio, right? sharing Mars. I've heard it referred to as the difference between the ninja and the bully. Because Aries, when they get pissed, they're like, right here, right now, I'm fucking pissed. Scorpio's like in the shadows going, I'm going to kick your ass and you don't know when it's coming. But the Emperor is your best path to follow. Get control over yourself. I mean, that's it. Plain and simple. Right? You're really going to have to lay down some plans here before you go after what you're wanting. You know, you may have the financial backing to do it. But, you know, I feel more so, especially with Temperance being there, is just saying that, you know, you've got enough to sustain you, that you don't need to do this right now. But, you know, I think that for some of you, I'm feeling impatience more so. And that's why, you know, Temperance is the signifier here. Everything that you do is going to be based on whether or not you can be temperate and patient, right? But the Emperor being your best path to follow, get control over yourself, get control over the situation, right? It's law and order. It's being in control of your own domain, which, you know, you are, but you got to get control over what you're wanting. Yeah, I'm telling you. In your environment, the Knight of Wands, yeah, you're just kind of going with passion and you want it right now. Like right now. And it's not the Eight of Wands, but, you know, seeing the Knight of Wands worries me because we're not worried about the consequences of our actions. It's just, I'm wanting this and I've got a passion for it and I want it right now. I don't care. Like, I don't care about, you know, what's going to happen in the long run. I just want something right now. You know, and it's almost like you may have just thrown everything out the window here with what you've been like saving, you know, and all this patience just right out the window because you want something like right now and you have to get control of yourself and start making some plans. And I'm hoping that that's what you do here, because this is saying we're just going. We're going. Now, for some of you, the reason why, you know, there may be a little bit of impatience here is because you may have somebody coming in with a bunch of passion though too, and you're wanting it, right? Like I feel a little bit of obsession, honestly. Your hopes and your fears. Fuck. What the hell, Scorpio? What are you fantasizing about? The Seven of Cups. We're fantasizing about shit and we're not making it reality. You know, and it's funny because, you know, the other part that sticks out is the several options, you know, but needing to prioritize here and make the best choice for yourself, regardless of what you think you want right now. You know, wow, Scorpio, what the hell are we doing? Oh, and then coming out of this, the Star. So, you know, if you're patient and you lay down those plans, you're going to get what you want in a really big way with the Star coming out. That's really nice. I like seeing that. And then the Ten of Cups, absolute happiness. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So with the Nine of Wands, you're not ready to give up, right? You still have hope. You still have hope in getting what you want. You know, the Nine of Wands, right? You're protecting what is important to you. It's been a battle getting here, but you're not going to give it up. Now, with the Five of Swords, I'm telling you right now, you need to be careful about what you're willing to do to get what you want. And I've been saying this repeatedly with this one. Everybody seems to be struggling with this. You don't want to do something that, you know, is going to hurt your ability to get what you want. The Ten of Cups is saying that we're looking at, you know, the happily ever after. Absolute emotional fulfillment. What is going to make you absolutely and completely happy, right? But be careful about what you're willing to do to get that, you know. I'm hoping that you're laying down the plans, right? And you're really thinking about the action that you're going to take before you just do it, because just like passionately running after something is not working right now, right? Don't do that. You got to get control over yourself. You got to have patience. It will eventually come to you, and it's going to come to you in a big way. It's just, you can't get so worked up that you're willing to do whatever it takes to get it. Man, Scorp, what the hell are you guys wanting? Besides happiness, I feel like it has something to do more. It has something more to do with, your passion here and what you have a passion for, or a person possibly. Unique gifts, and your intuition is your unique gift, for sure. For some of you, it's really about paying attention to your intuition and taking the initiative here to make the most of it and express it and using those unique gifts, right? But taking the initiative, yeah, yes, but be careful about what you're willing to do, right? And I feel a little bit of an obsession. There is something that you're wanting, and you're wanting it right now. But, again, patience, right? Patience and getting control over yourself. You're going to have to lay down some plans here to get what you want. But the star is suggesting as long as you go with the flow, you will get there. But I think that there's going to be a point here where you're tempted. You're tempted to do whatever it takes to get what you want. And that's not a good thing. And then do something for someone else. Give your attention to someone else. Right? Positive attention, though. Positive attention. So for some of you, as far as relationships go, you're going to have to pay attention to somebody else. They want your attention, so give it to them, right? But have faith. Have faith that, what you're wanting is going to come to you. Just be careful about what you're willing to do to get it. I feel iffy about the Five of Swords, but, I feel more so that we're being tempted to do this rather than, you actually doing this. But I can tell you that if you do, it could disrupt that complete happiness with the Ten of Cups, right? So be patient, get control over yourself, lay down plans, act toward those plans, quit fantasizing about shit, but make sure that you're making the right choices for yourself. All right, Scorpio. The hell are you wanting? Now, with Temperance coming through again, I feel impatience, but, I also feel like if you are patient here, you're really going to get what you want in a big way here. But there's a warning with that. Now, first of all, you come into this and, the babies. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have the financial backing, you have stability, you have security. You don't necessarily need this, but you want it. With the Nine of Cups being here, absolutely. And I think with the Knight of Wands, right, this is either about the action that you're taking here, or this is about something that's coming through that is, full of passion. It could be a person here that you're really wanting, right? Or something that you have a passion for that's like, boom, all of a sudden in your life. But, I worry a little bit about the action that you decide to take because of what you think you want right now. But the Two of Wands, in future conditions is really saying that if you lay down the plans here, you're going to get what you want. And again, it's in a really big way. But now with the Seven of Cups, right? Quit fantasizing about shit, For some of you, it just could be that you're hoping that it's going to be everything that you had fantasized about, right? Now, again, with the Star coming out, yeah, I like it. But there's a warning, and that's what gets me. First of all, this is not something that you're willing to give up on, right? But the Five of Swords, I really do think that if you guys are tempted to do whatever it takes to get what you want, it's going to disrupt that ultimate happiness. It's there, but just be careful about what you're willing to do to get it. Now, for some of you, it may be a situation here where you have somebody else trying to block you from getting what you want, which is another possibility. But ultimately, with the Star coming out, as long as you, think about the plans that you're going to lay down and go with the flow, everything is going to come to you, like, in due time. But, yeah, you've got to get control over yourself. You got to get control over yourself and what you think you're wanting right now because, ultimately here, you are the master of your own domain, right? And, I just think that it's all about whether or not you have the patience. Now, as far as, taking the initiative, yeah, I'm on the fence about that one. But I do think that we need to take the initiative to make the most of our intuition. And it expresses itself through your unique gifts, right? Because the intuition is your unique gift. That's it. Now, definitely personal struggles and paying attention to your instincts could be, you know, what this is all about anyway, right? Needing to have patience, needing to get control, but then also, you know, really listening to your instincts and trusting them. Now, do something for somebody else. Somebody wants your attention, and I give it to them. If they want your attention, give it to them, right? But have faith. And again, with the star coming out, I'm more curious here about what it is that we're wanting. What is it that's going to come into our lives that's going to be like, yes, I want this, and I want it right now. You know, but again, as long as you lay down the plans, what you want is going to come to you in a really big way. Like, I can't stress it enough with the star, a really big way.